See, this is a problem, Luis. I just got goosebumps everywhere. No fucking way. Oh my god.
For the past 3 years, I have sought out to play through games I never could due to one reason or another. These are the games I've completed since. I have now decided to just upload my journeys to YouTube so others may go through them with me. This is my journey through
Metaphor, ReFantazio. Alright, it's finally time. We're as prepared as we can be, and tomorrow's a big day. We'll be up against Luis, and this time he'll be ready and waiting for you. Captain, surely you have reservations about this? Forgive me if I'm speaking out of turn, but is your mind truly clear of doubt? I mean, wait a minute, I just realized he's dressed differently, isn't he? I forgot what color he usually wears. I mean to say, if you struck down a man who is not your true enemy, will you truly be able to call yourself a righteous prince?
It'll be fine.
My heart is clear. I know what must be done. Then I am glad to hear it.
However,
I challenge you on this only because I think it is foolish to be brought to a standstill by it.
may I speak?
I do not believe Louis is innocent in the slightest. On the contrary, in but a few months, he has slain the king and a comrade besides. Is it any wonder that people seek to end his life? He has lived by a doctrine of power, and his every step has been in service of that purpose. He sealed his fate, and you, as a contender for the throne, should not waste time deliberating over whether such an ideology is fit to rule. Is that not so?
Be all right.
You are already in second place in this contest. Countless people have thrown in their support to you. Never forget that. Yes, Dad. Heisling has made a pretty good point. If we're going to take back the country, you can't let any self-doubt stop you in your tracks here.
Can't lose.
Everything we've done has been for this day. So let's take it all in and stick it to Luis, Varela, and Grius, and Fidelio, and everyone we've lost.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
That's the spirit. All the pain we've endured will be your power in the end.
Right.
I don't want a king who believes might makes right. There's no reason you can't be a contender yourself. Is this Gallica rank 7?
Besides,
And now that you've declared yourself the prince, it's not like you can afford to fall on your face in front of everyone. Anyway. Oh.
that reminds me.
Nearest apparently wants to make some kind of grand entrance into Grand Trad with their Skyrunner. Despite everything going on, that's his biggest priority. But maybe that's exactly what we need to make this
Okay,
work.
then.
Well then, let's get a full night's rest so that we're ready for tomorrow. This is not Gallica rank 7.
Time marches on. And
The age of a new king draws nearer!
At last, only a day remains.
Yep.
Whatever Luis throws at us, this is where we end it.
Between him and the Criers, he's certainly made a production of this. You don't suppose it's a trap?
Nah, he just loves a battle that'll make history. That's the bastard through and through.
Indeed.
Battle.
Man's in first place
Bastard.
right now. Not much he stands to gain from subterfuge. But I'll admit, I have my own suspicions.
What? Losing your nerve, old fella? Me? I'm ready to lay the bastard out. I owe him at least one solid whack in the face from Ardell.
You can start with one for Del. Give him 100 for yourself. If he becomes king, the kingdom is finished. Maybe even destroyed from the sounds of it.
Rella said as much too. About the country being overrun with hordes of humans. That might be his real aim. Though I can't for the life of me think why Luis would want that. I thought he'd made his name as this grand human slayer.
At the very least, we know that Luis will not wield the king's magic to save this land.
We have our own future we're dreaming of. For Maria and Fabienne. For Grius and Rella. We've got
Stop
to
leaving
win
out Fidelio!
for everyone's sakes.
Can I change my thingies?
You would pursue peril.
Great.
The stage is set for the decisive battle to take place.
Can I change my things? I just realized I don't have the right
Runner takes to the sky. He does not
archetypes on people.
hush of teleportation magic as a mere wanderer, but with the fanfare required of one who would claim to be prince. He is a boy no more. He stands now on equal footing with Luis. And his triumphant descent over the capital will finally make that known, whether or not his gambit is only a means to an end.
Oh. Okay, this is the best this game has looked.
Wow, it's really him!
Welcome back, Your Highness.
Why does this look insane? What was that cutscene? Why did that look so good? Hey, King.
It's His Royal Highness the Prince. We've been waiting for you. Go and teach that damn Luis a lesson.
Everyone here is cheering for me.
Better than any of the fables. I'm putting all my money on Luis to win.
Oh, maybe they're just cheering them for the fight.
About the spectacle,
Yeah.
about the prince being alive. Still, suppose it makes sense.
But by the faces in the sky and upon the rock, we are squarely set in second place. Even with the gap between us and Luis, the prince has faithful supporters.
Though 'tis not truly His Highness's face wrought in stone, but our captain's.
Yep. My name's Fill Her Up.
This time, I cannot help but feel conflicted.
Luis spares nothing for an old woman like me. Saint Rella spoke truth. We need the help of His Royal Highness the Prince.
He's the boy with the
Good,
saint's
good
blessing.
words, Chicky Elder.
He's got to be genuine.
Elder.
If the Sanctus Church's power is waning, should I take His Highness's side over Luis?
Even after her confession, they still keep her words close. I suppose no amount of past sins could make them forget her genuine kindness. Seems strange to say, but we owe her a great deal. Without her, the people would never have come, much less placed their trust in us. We can't let them down.
But looking around the city, some of the fervor seems beyond reason.
Your Highness, you can't stop at Luis. You've got to kill all the idiots who believe in him.
I don't know about all that.
That right? You're the ones who aren't right in the head. It's because of stiff old cowards like you that this country's been spinning its wheels. Not ever getting better.
Then why hasn't Luis shown up yet, eh? Sounds like he's your coward, after he arranged all this too.
True enough. If he doesn't even show up after all this fuss he's made, everyone would...
That'd be hilarious if he just doesn't show.
Probably going for another big, grandstanding entrance like at the royal funeral.
Don't care what he's planning. Either way, he's dead meat.
Save your fury for the fight ahead. But still.
Over there, His Royal Highness the Prince has arrived.
Yeah, everyone knows already.
And Lady Juna as well.
Oh, sure. Yeah, she's here too.
Nothing wrong with an adoring public, but this is getting more claustrophobic than the engine room. We don't want to get stuck. I'm popping back in the rock.
Let's head to the hushed honeybee inn for now. I'm sure Maria will be happy to see us back.
I saw her the other day.
All the customers say they're on your side.
Aw.
I'm surprised at how popular you are.
Thanks for helping, Maria. We couldn't have done it without you.
I tried my very, very best.
I never thought Luis would be the one throwing down the gauntlet to you. If he'd survived, I'm sure he'd say the same. You'd better get some rest tonight. Come on, Maria. It's time you went to bed.
I wish
Hey,
we
there's
could
some new
stay
faces for you.
more. Good luck tomorrow. I'll be cheering for you.
It's finally happening.
We've got to win this. For Grius' sake, too.
Victory is in our grasp. We once thought it impossible to save His Highness the Prince after all, and he now lives.
But without the king's wards, we'll be fighting on even ground. He won't make this easy on us.
The king's magic lived up to the legends. Capable of shaking the world itself. Every man, woman, and child has been at its whims for months.
Not the kind of power any of us want in Luis's hands.
But will this fight truly settle everything? By the spell's own rules, the throne will go to whoever wins the most support. Even
Correct.
after this battle, the crown's fate isn't set. We saw how the people's hearts have been whipped to dangerous passions. When the dust settles...
Whatever they make of it, we've come this far. All we can do now is finish our fight and strike to kill. Luis will cut us down.
Indeed. Let us now devote ourselves to victory, and then worry of what comes after. We must believe in all we've yet accomplished.
Can I change my party up and the archetypes we have?
This should be our last battle against Luis. I'm just trying to stay hopeful. Knowing how far we've come. Now you've awoken your archetype. Forged friendships. And taken so many burdens on your shoulders.
This game has been an absolute fucking joy to play.
It's been an honor to serve.
Well, listen to you sounding like a proper hero.
I love her voice. Been saying this all game.
Rubbing off on you, but it takes me back. If the prince could see you now, he'd be pretty proud of you. Don't you think? I mean, you and he were best friends. Best friends. Wait, what?
Huh? What's wrong?
What's the matter?
Oh, sorry. I felt like I'd misspoke for a second or something. Don't mind me.
Well,
Anyway,
okay, what was that? Wait, no, hold on. What was that? What does that mean? Game?
Right?
Okay, that was her rank 7, I guess. But game? What does that mean? I need to know what that means.
It's like I'm seeing the prince smile again.
Right. Let's get some rest. We'll need it come tomorrow.
Please let me change my archetypes and party. Yep, give me a second. 2 people can heal really good. I think Yufa can also heal too, right? Sort of. She's like a if I need to. But me and Juna are good enough on heals and damage. And we have him for damage and buffs. Damage, healing, damage and buffs, damage and healing. Basically just damage. Alright. I think for now that's good. Ah, shite.
At long last, my lord, our investigations have borne fruit. We know where the
Oh,
true
no.
prince lies. Those loyalists who disappeared with the prince led us right to him. We found traces of their coming and going.
Where was he hiding?
Far to the west of the royal capital, deep within a forest said to bewitch those who should wander in. An old village erased from today's maps. That said, against all odds,
Is he gonna go there instead?
that this place is
The lost village of the Eldan. Last trampled by Fortin's troops, sent to burn it to the ground.
You knew then?
I see now. To hide in a place publicly declared as destroyed. Quite a gambit. The prince was born there, you know. An illegitimate son, after the past king's heart was drawn to a woman of the village in his youthful years of debauchery.
What? Then the prince really does bear elder blood.
Fortin did not raise the village for any defiance of his scriptures. He thought only to eliminate an inconvenient heir, a threat to his power, before his birth was known. The prince's survival, his complete disappearance, this was the missing piece. Zorba, go and snuff them out for good.
Sir, consider them annihilated.
What?
I've been
What are you
hoping
doing?
for an opportunity to
Shinzo
test
Sasageo!
Newfound.
Oh, it's the wrong way. It's fine. You're good. You're not that guy.
Now, the battle at the royal capital looms. I must begin my own preparations. If you call yourself the prince, then I will give
His
you a
eyes.
prince's end. And I have just the spell to do it.
Uh-oh.
Good morning. Did you sleep well?
Yep.
Ready to face the day?
As well as I can be.
Same as any other day, I suppose.
No nerves, even. Huh. Nothing ever seems to phase you. It's quite admirable.
But you have to come back. No matter what.
I promise, Maria. All of us will come back. Please do not age like milk. Those words I just said.
Yet we are more than we ever were then. Now we have the power to see this through.
Let's get out there, thrash him, and come back here to celebrate.
Never thought we'd find ourselves back at the Grand Cathedral for the final showdown. Let's pull ourselves together, ready our supplies, and give him hell.
I'm just scared what Zorba's gonna do with the prince. Now dance for me! I'm gonna hate myself when I have to fight him. Cause I know that's coming. This is like the song that plays every time Luis shows up. Hello there, Luis.
Luis.
The two titans of this race have finally come face to face. Let's introduce our candidates once again for this final bout. Our first candidate, Count Luis.
Is this the arena we're fighting in? It's a bit small, isn't it? I prefer intimate, said Luis.
Becoming our nation's youngest general. Suspected of attacking His Highness, he was denounced and cast down, but his name has since been cleared, and now here he stands, closest to the throne. Then we have the Eldan candidate, he who claims to be none other than His Highness, the Prince.
Is
though his identity is uncertain,
Zorba gonna show up with the prince? I'm gonna be very upset if he does that.
Through his campaign, we've seen his team flourish, counting even the songstress tuner among them. The time has come to demonstrate his power. Will it be enough for this youth to take the throne?
Eventually, yeah, but I don't know about now.
A lesser man would have run. This all began with the king's failures. He was an unworthy ruler, and his incompetence bred the chaos that followed. You, who claim to be the prince, what do you believe the people seek in their king?
I don't like any of these answers. Bloodline's not right, clearly. And intellect and power. Luis has that in spades, bro. Like, what? I don't like any of these answers. These all suck. I'll just go like this.
The power to rule everything.
Exactly right. Power.
But the true value of power will always lie in the power to save. Such thinking is easily dismissed, but Luis is misguided.
Now let me ask you, my gathered people, what is it that makes a king?
Power! My Lord Luis, kill him now! Only the strong can rule!
Your Highness, show us your power!
Young candidate, have you or your party any final speeches before the duel?
We have only one thing to say.
Oh, just troll.
Wake up! Luis's fair world is barbaric. A land where the strong prey on the weak. He promises protection, but he is the very man who would see you slain. Hear this. Luis ordered my home destroyed by a human. Are we a land of animals? Or are we a nation united in the protection of the weak, in raising up our neighbors?
He's the type of man who will.
This is not the time for a bot to show up in my chat.
His way. If you crown him king, I know the country will burn. Rella said as much.
People, do not let your hearts falter. I desire but one thing, a world without inequality. And I shall gladly offer my shield to all of those who follow this ideal. Those who do not, however, will be slain without mercy or regret.
Okay, yeah, see, this is a problem, Luis. Oh, shit.
If your equality means you will sacrifice the people who need help most, then I deny your world.
So, you think you have the strength to protect the weak? Then prove to me these are more than empty words.
Peril, let's go. The final battle with Luis. This dumbass pose.
And act your part in this showdown. I have a new world to build, and you will die in its name.
The time has come. We're finishing this. Hear it now.
Please and thank you.
Defy the rule of strength, then die by it.
Raging fire.
There is no escape from me. General this here. Guards up on the lord.
And the last turn, do that.
Annihilate you. Oh, please.
The fuck, Luis? The hell are you doing, brother?
Win. There is no escape from me.
Our devil summoner! Oh, souls of kings, give me strength.
Cerberus!
Time to go offense. No holding back. Be ready for anything.
I am grateful. Trivial.
Ow.
I strike to kill.
That did nothing, brother. You ain't shit.
Behold this power. Raging fire.
We settle this here.
Cerberus!
He's already half dead.
No escape evil.
Wait a minute.
I see. It would appear you have the metal to defend your claims. Then I need not.
Yes, you were just letting me win. Oh shit.
Can you endure it? I strike to
What did he just do? Oh my, oh, I forgot he can target people's weaknesses.
accept my challenge. What was
All right, that was a bit annoying.
Captain, your attacks have been weakened.
It's fine. I'll heal everyone.
I owe you.
That was helpful, thank you.
We settle this here.
This, I can do this.
Right now, go back, everyone.
Can you endure it?
Now he's gonna go after someone else. Hey! That did no damage though, buddy.
Captain, your attacks have been weakened.
Win. There's no escape from me.
Oh, I was about to say game.
Very good. Yours is a worthy power, one untainted by petty tactics or cheap tricks.
However, what? Yeah, this was way too easy. I knew there was some bullshit gonna happen.
Magnificent. You truly have become more powerful.
I have.
would expect no less of a remnant of humankind. You're a survivor of a lost tribe.
Fill her up.
aren't you?
Humankind?
Because he's Elder, you would call him a monster.
You should know the truth by now. After all that time I allowed you
Wait,
to
oh, are
spend
we
on
learning
pagan
that
idols.
Eldas are like the original
History
humans
as
or
told
something?
by the Sanctus Church is a fiction. No doubt you saw all the evidence of a truer history.
Are all the humans we've been attacking like the Elden people?
The land was ruled by a far different people.
You mean the legends according to the murals and ruins from the temple?
Yufa, don't humor him.
But if that war between gods truly did come to pass,
Gods? How droll. They may have governed
We
all
just
things
let him walk past us
far
like that.
beyond ours.
Are we friends now? What's happening?
They were an ancient tribe, unlike any
I
other
forgot. I
race.
just realized I wanted Basilio to be in so we can hit Luis, but that did not happen.
Magic. The modern age saw them called Eldan.
I knew it!
Cities. But in their time, they were known as humankind.
I thought humans were those mad monsters. What are you trying to say now?
Luis, you dog. Your lies will soil His Highness's name no longer.
You believe it false. What would I stand to gain from lies?
He's already the top dog.
Actually humankind? Why wouldn't I know that?
Hear me! His appearance as a boy is mere trickery. In truth, he is humankind. He
Oh,
is king
brother.
of the feral monstrosities that roam this land, leaving carnage in their wake.
He doesn't know when to give up. No one would believe this madness.
No need to distress yourself. I'll show you the proof. You, boy, who call yourself the prince. You will be the cornerstone upon which my utopia is built.
Utopia?
What are you doing? Are you trying to... What is... Anime? Are you about to turn me to a monster?
What's happening?
This is the spell he was talking about.
What is him?
Witness the truth, good people. You would know the identity of your would-be prince. Here he is.
It's a monster. It's a human. It's going.
The truth of the human
Attack on Titan?
They're no beasts, but another form of the Elder Tribe. Cast aside their guise with magic, and they reveal their true colors. He is no royalty, no boy, but a ruthless fiend intent on your throne.
It's not true. It has to be one of the Count's illusions.
What illusion? That's no prince. It's a monster.
It'll kill us all. Run! What has become of him?
It must be Luis's wicked magic. Yet, the Order of Magla, it's exactly like a human's.
He's not.
He's a human.
Hey! Snap out of it! You have to stop this! Ah!
Now what? What the hell? To help anyone in need. Was it too idealistic? Was it too naive to win? Yeah, okay, who's that voice we've been hearing all game? Luis called it trickery, and even my very body.
Child, 'tis not thy true self. 'Tis not thy true fate.
Who are you? What do you know about it?
In this moment, thy mind is disturbed, twisted by the power of that man. The time has come. Thou must face the truth deepest within thee.
What's that about?
The deepest truth?
Remember again thy true self, the purpose of thy birth.
My purpose. Yes, that's right. I took on a mission to save the prince.
An ideal world. Even if reality crushes everything I believe in, even if my ideals languish, I know I can trust you to see them through. It's always been that way. Whenever my life's been the hardest, you are always there to help me through it. After all, you're mine.
Are we not... Is that what Gallica was freaking out? Is it not best friends? Are we brothers or something? Are we twins? What?
Wake up! Wake up! Hey! Are you well?
I think so.
I think so.
You seem coherent at least. We saw you take on a terrible, monstrous form.
We knew not what to do.
You had vast reserves of magic poured into you. It was eating away at your body and mind, but I've managed to suppress it. He may be back with us, but without rest, he will surely succumb to the spell. I don't know if he can withstand the same magic a second time.
I will not let you die.
It would appear the throne is now mine in every sense. None remain to oppose me.
I was beating your ass just now.
Vengeance is at hand. Will you not finally slay the monster and avenge your people?
Shut up!
Unfortunately, the prince is finished either way. Both
He's letting
this
us know.
imposter and the true prince at death's door, deep in the woods.
The true prince? You bastard! What have you done?
Bloody hell. Is that why he called us here? It was all just a bloody distraction.
Your part in this has ended. Go where you wish, but I advise you run fast if you would outpace your hunters.
Seize the monster! I don't care if you have to kill it!
Attention now. This looks dire.
How could you deceive us? I knew all along that filthy lowborn was hiding something. Monster!
We retreat to our gauntlet.
Oh my goodness.
Find him safe haven to rest.
It won't be long until the entire kingdom hears of this mess. We've no safe haven left.
Gallica, we've only got one option now.
I'm worried about the prince too.
I know. We'll head to my home and the prince's refuge, the Eldan Sanctum.
A new place unlocked. Damn. The drastically reducing in numbers. That's not... Oh my god, man. There's literally Attack on Titan.
Count Luis has saved the
Elda? Eldia? Wait a minute.
Count Luis is our true savior.
Sounds like we've got our next king then.
Might as well fall in with him. He'll keep us safe from any humans at the very least.
They'll be all right, won't they?
That boy is no monster. I'm sure they'll be fine.
Luis! What the hell did he do?
Ha!
Stay safe out there, boy.
The flow of that evil Magla was surely...
I didn't even see him there.
Magic. What a terrifying force.
I'll remember that sight for the rest of my days. But he hasn't got you beat yet, my friend. You can't tell me the fight's over.
Lower. Continuing to decline.
Why?
How did this happen? Anyway, anyhow, there's no time to waste. Let's set course for the ancient Eldan Sanctum. Don't lose hope, fill her up. This is why I was like, he has intelligence.
It was a defeat, then it was a departure. They bore the gauntlet.
He outsmarted us crazy because he was getting his ass kicked.
As though hiding.
He knows he's not as strong as us, but he's much smarter apparently.
What more can they endure?
We have to fight Zorba.
To be seen.
A hiding place for the Elder tribe. Wonders never cease.
We can marvel at it later. The mirror hasn't shown me anything for a while. I can't even see the room now, let alone the prince.
No. Just after we'd finally resolved the curse, too.
Luis's final words trouble me. We must hurry on.
At first glance, it is a simple forest, deep as any other. But the observant may sense that every tree in its formation is ancient and grand, bathed in mystical serenity. The name of this place is familiar only to the few who grasp the truth. The ancient Eldan Sanctum.
Can you walk, lad?
Yep.
That's a relief. Seems like the rest on the ride here did him some good.
Poor chap's even got me worried. I'll shuffle along too.
Aw. Fill her up.
I reacted poorly when you were turned into that thing. I apologize.
It's fine, bro. I turned into a Titan.
Frank, for a moment, I doubted you. Forgive me. I should have recognized Luis's drivel for what it was.
It's behind us now.
Nothing will shake me like that again, I swear it. I will never turn from you. And here's hoping there can be no surprises worse than that.
Please.
But what a sea of trees. If we get lost in here, we're never getting out.
I can sense a special barrier in place. Meant to deliberately lead people astray, too. A perfect place to hide.
Gallica, how fares His Highness? Does the Farsight Mirror yield any news?
No. I checked a bunch of times in the Gauntlet Runner. I'm not seeing anything. I'm worried.
Hurry and lead the way.
Right. Everyone stay close so we don't get separated. The village is this way.
The ancient Eldan Sanctum.
Huh? This looks like... Who are you?
Are you alright?
This is where we met? My head's swimming. What is this place?
The royal flower? A surprise to see them blooming here.
Something about this place. Yes. The flow of Magla is strong here. It is much like the altar of the dragon god. The Magla in the air seems to be concentrated here. What is this place?
Gallica, something the matter?
Something's off?
Your mind seems elsewhere.
Oh, sorry. I've got this weird feeling that something really important happened here. Anyway, let's keep moving.
There's someone watching or something? Oh.
So here you are at last.
Shaded person, like we don't fucking know who that is. Can I see this right now? Nope.
How odd. This place is clearly in ruins, but it doesn't look like natural decay.
It was burned to the ground. One day, a bunch of kingdom soldiers showed up out of the blue. Without so much as a reason. They made an inferno of the place.
But why? Why would His Majesty order such an atrocity?
Thinking back now. It may have been Forden who led the charge. I can't be certain. But if it was up to him, he would have done it just to purge the filthy Elda tribe.
Luis claimed that the Eldan people were just another form of the humans. If he spoke true...
They're not. There's no way. Anyway, more than half of the villagers died in the fire. And those who survived were forced to hide in caves. That way everyone would think they were wiped out.
'Tis a shrewd ploy indeed. To hide in a place the enemy
I'm thinking about something.
destroyed. Yet, why did Alcest? No matter. His Highness is in this cave, correct?
Yes, over there.
Oh, I shook it off. Whatever I was thinking about. Oh, what? Someone. That's not even an Eldan.
He draws no breath. Likely a stab in the back. I doubt he even had time to shout.
I recognize him. He was the associate of the first operative I came in contact with. He was a lot more skilled than those Sanctist warrior monks. Now...
Gallica, the cave is just ahead, yes?
Yes. It's past the woods, over there.
Then we move.
Now. Go. It's a fairly old Ujif man. It seems he's working to lay a body to rest.
Russell?
safe!
Huh? My word.
Hi, Russell.
You, Gallica?
You were His Highness's tutor.
I know but one red-tressed knight. Are you the royal guard? The Lady Hulkenberg? By the heavens. Then...
She's been helping us. Everyone here is a trusted ally. They've all fought to save the prince.
Alas. Oh, what a tragedy. If this reunion had only been a moment sooner.
Russell, where is His Highness? What happened? Is His Highness safe?
A few days ago, those detestable cursed thorns finally faded.
Yeah, we know.
I cannot tell you how long I had waited to see them gone. It was truly a joy beyond words. It happened before we could fathom it. A lone stranger, a loathsome figure came striding in. His Highness had only just regained consciousness since the curse's lifting. Yet, to protect us, he threw himself upon the assassin's blade. We were horror-struck. His Highness lay...
No fucking shot.
And we saw him breathe his last.
No, that can't be true.
The stranger was a master of magic. None could match him. Of the Resistance's numbers, only I remain.
Who was responsible for this?
I don't know who the murderer was, but he cried his patron's name aloud as he did the deed. For Count Luis, from the moment he appeared, I believe his sole purpose was to kill His Highness. As soon as the lifelight left the prince's eyes, the stranger...
Until I see a body, I don't believe you.
An innocent boy. Twice tormented in the clutches of assassins. All because of the family he was born into.
Luis, there really is no evil you won't stoop to.
Please, Russell. Where is the prince?
We've laid him in the prayer room for now, at the end of the cave. He rests...
Yeah, fuck you. We're gonna go in there now. All right, bye, Russell.
Coming. Aren't you, love?
I must.
I must go to him.
You're right. Maybe we'll find some way to help.
I'd heard a rumor that there was a boy candidate who claimed to be His Highness. So, that was you?
Yes, Russell.
Just as St. Rilla said. You're no scoundrel. Indeed, you risked life and livelihood to see His Highness...
Okay, Russell, can we go see him?
Strange. Something in you reminds me of His Highness.
Something wrong?
No, it's nothing. Well, I will go before you to the prayer room. Once you are ready, you are free to join me.
All right, let's go. Before I go to the prince, I think I'll help Russell lay his body. No, fuck that, bro. Fuck this body. Falkenberg.
You going to stay here?
No. I must bear witness myself. As his knight, I must.
I'm a little worried.
It's nearly time.
It's nearly time for what? This voice. Long have I waited. Hello there, loves. Are you more Eldas?
Hey, you.
Yeah, that's an Elda.
Beg pardon.
You must hurry.
Okay, I'm okay. Fuck everyone else. I'm just gonna go then. This day?
There is still time.
Yeah. Whatever. Now dance for me. Oh great, there's a shop in here. Does Zorba actually kill him? Because we're about to go sicko mode on Zorba.
No. Your Highness.
All she was working for.
Why?
I didn't realize anyone still remained to weep over this child. Huh? Gallica, you've returned.
She looks familiar. Have we seen her before?
It's been a long time.
May I ask who this is?
She is the chiefess of this village. The Hermitess Gruide.
She was kind enough to shelter the entire organization when His Highness fled to these woods.
I can't believe he's gone. I'm just some parapus orphan from the slums. I was never supposed to outlive any prince. Was he killed here?
No. It all happened in the bunk room in the back. We moved him here to the altar once all was quiet. I don't know if you'd believe me, but I received a revelation. Should the prince die, his body should be kept safe and still here until the rightful day comes, even if the boy is but a bastard sired by that despicable man. He is still Her Majesty's son.
Despicable? What, you mean the king? Wait, who's Her Majesty?
Do you know nothing of the child's mother?
Not at all, no.
The boy was not brought across borders to us. He was born here, in the ancient Sanctum. His mother was our past chiefess, the queen of our elder tribe. She was a flower amidst the forests, a woman of such beauty, grace, and kindness. She saved this child from the flames, and it cost her her life.
Are fairies also sort of a descendant? Because everyone's accent in this game, they're all like not. I don't know how else to say this. Not American. All these Eldas, they talk like with American accents. I don't like. I'm not smart enough to tell what kind of accents or not, or what I mean. But so does Gallica. Gallica has an American accent. Everyone else is like British or Scottish or whatever.
Her death is on that man's hands. Like a piper, he wandered in and seduced the young queen with his idealistic tales. But he failed to protect his family and died powerless. The village was only set ablaze because the boy was in the way of the Sanctus Church's designs on the throne. And that insipid king could do nothing to stop them. But you see, this boy, His Highness the Prince, looks so much like Her Majesty. And so... You there, boy?
Yeah?
Are you perhaps... no, it can't be. And yet...
Yet what?
Is something amiss, milady Gruide? He is one of Gallica's allies. His loyalty stands with His Highness, and he has risked much in the prince's name.
Whoa! What's with the formal introduction? You were the one who gave us our orders in the first place.
Hurry.
I hear that voice coming from somewhere again from somewhere.
Are you okay?
I don't know.
Time has come.
For what?
Here thou camest to the end of thy journey.
Wait a minute.
This secret place was home to thee.
Is this where we unlock our fucking things? What the fuck? I'm blanking on the name. Archetypes?
Now remember thy path thus far. Walk thy life's road and see it anew.
What's about to happen?
I have been waiting for thee to overcome thy trials. Long have I waited for thy return. Know this, his life is not yet ended.
Oh?
This voice.
It all started on that ill-fated day when the usurper thought to extinguish his light. Before he fades away, recount all thou hast seen and felt.
all thou hast gained in thy journey's course.
I look now to the past. I see the roads I traveled on this journey.
Gallica and thee sought to take the head of Luis, but thy efforts came to naught. So, ye moved instead to join a tournament to decide the land's king.
Yep. In the prince's name.
In the prince's name.
Though thy plan was reckless, thou didst win the trust of the people by the support of peers and subjects alike. Thus, thou didst declare thyself the prince.
Yeah?
It was
Fine.
all for victory.
After overcoming many obstacles, thou didst finally lift the prince's curse. Yet by the cruel machinations of another, the young prince,
He is no longer with us.
thy sole mission was to save the prince. Bereft of him, thou hast no further reason to live.
That's not true.
If the prince is dead, wert thy efforts?
No, not at all.
His will lives on.
So thy resolve is yet unbroken. So be it.
Who is his voice?
Thou hast earned the truth. He was consumed by the curse, and was taken by a deep, abiding slumber. Yet his soul remained alive, so from his earthly form, I extracted his soul, that he might travel the land in Odyssey.
Wait.
And thus, his stilled sands began to flow once more. Thy journey hast taken thee far, and taught thee much. So now I ask thee, who art thou?
I'm the prince's friend.
Is that truly thy role? Clear your mind and think, to name but a few. Thy parents, memories of thy youth? Hast thou any recollection of where and how thy youngest years were spent? Yes, thy memories begin the moment thou befriend the prince. Dost thou suspect the reason?
I don't have a past?
I don't have a past.
As I said, thou hast nothing. Thou art a being of mine own creation. 'Twas
And
thy
who
kind
are you?
alone who the resistance laid their hopes upon all those days past. Thy life had yet to begin. All thou hadst, all that had been bestowed, was a memory. Thy mission to save the prince. Thy memories of youth in the prince's company, and the void enshrouding all else in thy past. All signs of thy conjured existence.
I have nothing?
Nay, the words of the prince in thy memory are unmistakably of his true heart. The memories gained on thy journey, the friendships made, the trust forged. These true things art thine own. All thy trials, all thy experiences, wert to prepare thee for this day. To share the strength thou hast gained with thy other self.
Other self?
My other self?
You said you extracted the soul, right? Within me or something? Hold on. The trust and friendship I've gained has been there to support me, but if they'd known I came from nothing, that I am nothing, but people have stood by me, believed in me, and the same goes for the desire to help anyone in need. How is it that I've touted such a laughably idealistic belief as long?
Accept the truth, and thou wilt face an ordeal beyond any you have yet faced. If thy desire is instead for freedom, thou mayest still abandon thy mission and end it here.
Is that right?
I see. My true identity is...
So I bid thee answer my final question. Who art thou in truth?
I am the prince.
So a lot of shit, like a bunch of memories were implanted into me. I'm actually
feel a
the
curious
prince.
resonance.
And it is also implanted in Gallica as well.
But how? Impossible.
Hey, what's going on?
What awaits us now?
Oh.
Ah, life is not yet lost. Thou wert born apart from the prince's flesh, born of his desire to change the world. In his stead didst thou travel the world. Thou didst support his heart, and became his living fantasy. That is thy true self. Thou art everything the prince sought to be, his ideal.
I just got goosebumps everywhere.
It all began with the novel in thy possession. Drawn by the divine relic.
Divine relic?
Coalesced into flesh, and flesh coalesced into form. The form of an elder, as I once was. The time hath come. Awaken.
Awaken. Reborn anew.
No more the prince's dream of utopia thou wouldst chase. Nay, but thine own.
What? No fucking way! Yo! Oh my fucking god! That's so fucking sick! Game, please, you're killing my vibe. Go, next scene. Game. I am the prince.
What is this?
What's happened?
Thou hast done well to guide him this far.
This voice.
Oh.
I'm sure I've heard it before.
Thy mind should now be clearing. Remember now thy true charge. He was never a member of the Resistance. The mission, the departure, was thine alone. And thereafter didst thou encounter him.
Who are you? Wait, what am I saying?
In those long ago days, he had just been born into this land. Newborn in form, if not in appearance, the boy needed a guide. Thus, I decided his memories would be thine. Thou wouldst share past and purpose, a memory so crafted to suit thee. My journey to the capital would not be made alone, but alongside him.
No, that can't be. He was there when we got
False memories. Is this person? Is this godly voice bad guy?
But there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to. Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there? This is your mission. For all our sakes, you cannot fail.
No. But I was alone?
By this choice, he might be saved. by these gentle, necessary lives.
Gallica is as much as the main character of this game as I am, and that's really cool.
Our dearest wish is fulfilled. As he traveled alongside thee, he gained both strength and wisdom. It is only by thy efforts that my voice reached him. He has now been saved. And so the journey ends here.
Nuh-uh.
Thou hast fulfilled thy mission admirably.
What? Wait just a minute. What do you mean, it ends here?
From here on, thy path is thy own. Choose thy own future for thyself, and may the fates smile on thy journey.
Bro, kill Luis. That's the choice. Hi everyone, I'm actually the prince. Like, I wasn't lying. Genuinely, I was the prince the entire time.
How do we make sense of this?
I don't fucking know.
Really, you? How... I mean... How do you feel?
I feel lighter.
I feel a bit...
Yo, his hair is sick.
There seems to be...
Whoa, his... Wait. Whoa.
I feel a bit... lighter.
Okay, remember all that shit I said about the accents? Forget I ever said that.
But I also sense His Highness within him.
Everyone? I need to tell you something. The truth is...
She explained everything.
So let me get this straight. You're saying it's not a matter of our captain and His Highness joining together, but that the former was this disembodied entity sprung from the latter?
Then that's why he had no memories? 'Cause he didn't even exist?
Correct.
I see. Finally, I understand the strange feeling I had sensed upon our meeting. What shaped you, so to speak, was the prince's will itself, a part of his consciousness. Yes, the prince's very heart. He was his soul given flesh. Perhaps the form we knew was one shaped by material magla, much like how the dragon god manifests beyond the vessel Dracadios.
A mass of magla with a will. Forget the dragon god. He may as well have been a dragon himself. Small wonder he awakened to an archetype before anyone else. It was no great aptitude for magic. He himself was composed of pure magla.
The self, as a manifestation of one's desires. Similar to archetypes. I suppose this is the very essence of magic.
You mean to say that it was not merely pretense to claim the prince's name?
Ha! Yep.
He truly was His Highness all along.
Hi, Hulkenberg.
This is finally your reunion with your sworn liege. Seems like cause for rejoicing, eh? Lady Hulkenberg of the Royal Guard.
But I failed.
Hulkenberg, I'm right here.
His Highness.
No. I am sure the strength of your devotion had a hand in saving him.
While all and sundry believed the lad had shuffled off, you alone kept the faith, milady. And in the end, that faith was rewarded.
Fate was changed.
Are you really His Royal Highness the Prince? Please, forgive me, Your Highness.
Hulkenberg.
I failed you
Hulkenberg.
when you needed me most. And more. Despite being a member of your royal guard, I did not recognize Your Highness at our meeting.
Hulkenberg,
and
get
showed
up.
Such insolence.
Then I hereby pronounce your sentence.
Give the poor knight a break, will you? You've been by her side all this time. You of all people know how much she's gone through for you.
This time, I will protect you. Even should it cost me my very life. I swear to it.
Finally, we've done Grius proud. We've really done it.
By the way, what are we supposed to call you now? I mean, how would you prefer to be addressed, my lord?
My lord.
You can just keep calling me Captain.
His accent.
With all respect, we must object.
His accent's back to normal.
This is no
I'm
time to be
confused.
thick-headed, Miguel. He's the one who gets to decide what we bally call him, so we'll listen to him, eh? What?
Eh, what?
Sir should be begging His Highness for forgiveness on bended knee. You mangled the royal runner. So
Hulkenberg, please. It's okay. Hulkenberg.
Well, that is. I mean, it was all dashed useful in the end, wasn't it?
Yes.
A bit of clemency, Your Highness.
So much for acting sane as always.
And now it's time to dance for me. I'm waiting for him to just fucking ruin the vibe. End my life.
It's beyond belief. Not just that a child who'd lain cold for years could come back to us, but through such...
I'm glad I recognized her face. I just didn't know exactly from where.
After so long in the curse's thrall, he could not even open his eyes. He may as well have been a corpse. But all this time, he had been on his own journey. It was the boy's dearest wish. He spoke of a fantasy of traveling the world, meeting its people, seeing its truths. And without him even knowing, magic made it real. He is a child of Eldan blood and Eldan legacy. All these years he spent in the village, he has rested near the secret of true magic. Perhaps this is how it came to be.
His was a fantasy surpassing fantasy. It became more than a dream, but a self-possessed force acting of its own...
This is so fucking cool, bro.
And now,
oh my god.
united, Prince and fantasy live anew.
A journey to discover and reclaim the self, in all senses. No wonder he set off the custom igniter in the Royal Gauntlet Runner. It was the Crown Prince himself.
That makes
Even having it
sense.
all explained like this, it feels like nothing short of a miracle.
I can only guess that fate had a hand in it.
That's right. I remember. I heard a voice. Guide him, it said.
A voice? Whose?
If you can't remember anything from before our journey, then we probably met after you'd only just... happened. Right?
That's another way to put it.
Then. But for some reason, I was convinced that we'd always been together. I thought we both received the order to save the prince, too. Ever since the moment I heard that weird voice guiding me.
A voice? Lady Gruiday mentioned a revelation. Hold on, are we still being mystic and metaphorical, or was there an actual guide involved?
I know someone was guiding me. I just don't know who.
So a disembodied voice. Hang on.
Yeah, when you awaken your
Think of it. That sounds
archetype,
a bit
all of you
familiar
except
for me too.
dickhead over there.
Who do you think the voice belongs to? Any idea?
My mother. God. Barack Obama.
I have a faint idea, but I'm not entirely sure.
Come to think of it, this place, the light coming in, they seem familiar.
I might say the same. When I first acquired this power, I had
I
a
knew
vision
it!
of somewhere not unlike these grounds.
Does this mean that we've been guided as well?
Perhaps someone has been at your side unseen, watching over the course of your journey. I imagine all this comes as a great shock for you as well. But here you are, back in your rightful place. You have come to the end of your arduous journey and found new life.
Not yet. There's still a lot more to go, apparently.
Grasped with your own two hands.
Chiefess Gruiday, we want to know everything. What is the truth behind your tribe, the Elder? We Mustari are also said to have inherited truths of the world before us. Histories hushed by Sanctism. But this village, it is something altogether different. I myself feel a strange familiarity here. A lost haven underground, yet letting of the sky's light. Please, Tell us, what is the Elder Tribe?
To know what we are, you must first know our history.
Oh shit, the truth is gonna come out.
Past the door.
What Luis said is about to be proven correct. Oh, hey.
Huh? Wow. What?
What does that mean? Are fairies oppressed or something? What's happening?
About that.
Are fairies like children or something? What's happening here?
Does this depict the Elder Tribe?
Elda comes from an ancient word, meaning only the Old Ones. It was an alias given by our ancestors to outsiders who visited the village in the distant past. As for our original name, you know it well by now. We were humans.
The human tribe.
They were right.
Luis's words.
There is no human tribe. Tribes, as we know them today, did not exist then. We were all one people. Humankind.
A world united. But wait. The ruins on Virga Island. There's nothing left of the civilization today. Was it destroyed?
So much lore dropped today.
How?
A war. One that all but destroyed the world past. But its destruction was born of the discovery of Magla. Or as you call it today, magic. Do you wonder what they battled over? Without the divided tribes, what could they have disagreed on? They were racked by division. Over the abstract, undefinable idea of rightness. They tried to destroy something invisible. And destroyed only themselves. And any idea of absolute rightness is born of fear. That fear flooded the world and gave way to war.
This sounds like real life and I don't like it.
Came to be called the world before. The people we now call tribes were either born of artificial division for the sake of the war effort, or natural adaptation to survive the hellscape after.
Humanity was torn apart by fear and anxiety, giving rise to the tribes as we know them.
Unbelievable. We've met plenty of people caught up in pointless conflicts. Given the choice, I know they'd rather live in a world without tribal division. And yet the truth is, that world's already fallen apart. More than that, it's how we all got here.
Such drastic physical changes would normally have taken eons to effect. Accelerated by magic.
Eons has an A in front of it now? When? Since when?
Few centuries. You understand now, yes. We, the Elda, are the survivors of the old world. Our ancestors fled the flames of war and thus escaped the ensuing divisions.
That means the prince. That is to say, I am a sign of both the old world and the new. Yep.
Beggars belief. It is nothing short of astounding. But then, why do we know these
Her hair's
monsters
clipping through
as
her axe lance
By
thing.
the war's end, both sides were consumed by fear. Their magical assaults escalated with each retaliation, until it was beyond all control. Our world became a hell. Rampant Magla distorts the body and mind. By now, I'm sure you know that better than you ever wished to. Humans are what remains of that branch of humankind that succumbed to melancholia. Broken, horrifying testaments to their own mistakes in the war of magic. Some persist, breed, and multiply as any beast does. Others live centuries of agony before their lives burn out. Even we do not know the full scope of their nature. Regardless, when the 8 tribes settled in this land, our claim to the human legacy was forgotten. To the people, the name only meant slavering, insane monsters. Therefore, we took on an alias instead. The same one by which we are known today. The Elda.
So, the old world couldn't control its magic, and... Wait. How does the Sanctus Church fit in? All this revisionist history to spread their magic igniters.
Indeed, what are magic igniters to you? Tools for the church to shackle the people, perhaps? Or weapons that hide magic's true potential? Am I close to the mark? In truth, it's the opposite. Igniters are tools made to limit magic. Restraints made in self-discipline, meant to avert a repeat of history's destructive mistakes. The Sanctus Church of today is muddied by greed. But its faith was born of good intentions. They once urged self-control, and thus control of one's personal magic. At times, they preached we must close our eyes to the truth when it would only lead us to ruin. By this benign tenet, history was obscured, and the Elda denounced.
I had no idea.
I'm supposed to be saying something or like commentating or something, but I'm just so intrigued in what's happening right now that I'm just locked the fuck in.
Yet in the end, that meant Forden could attack the village under any pretext he liked, his motives concealed.
With all that said, you have now reclaimed your true form. The friends that stand with you are of different tribes and ideologies, but of one mind. As you are now, you may walk the path of the rightful king. The path of a modern world, where the tribes walk as individuals, yet with mutual respect and cooperation.
The sovereign's power, thou king to be, entrusted with the will of the people.
Okay, what do you want now? I thought you said we're done here.
Their rock in the storm, and to face anxiety in their names.
Oh, Lodestar.
Yet, anxiety itself is not something to blindly reject or desperately cast away. It begins with a simple thing, acknowledging its existence. Accept thy weakness, walk forward alongside it, and thou wilt grow strong and true in its company.
There is weakness in people. I'm sure there are many who would say that helping anyone in need is nothing but a fantasy.
And besides...
But realistic or not, I refuse to accept Luis's methods as the alternative. The weak and those who descend on... the weak and those who descend don't deserve to die out, as though that's the natural order. No fucking way. I was joking when I said, oh, Lodestar. My return... The prince. My determination to challenge it. Hold on. My determination to challenge the unknown has awakened the heroic embodiment of the prince. Let's do it. If no one understands me right away, I accept that. There will still be meaning in showing them my convictions in the fight to come. That is my mission.
That's it. I've made up my mind. I'm with you.
Yo.
No matter what.
I was joking.
Before we go,
I didn't think he was just about to awaken again.
Guiding the voice thing.
Wait, no.
My duties were over.
Seeker is more, right?
Go. Okay, bye. Especially after we've come.
The prince is me.
No. I'm going to face Luis with you. Even if it is scary.
Even you've got to cope with anxiety, eh?
I realized something in our travels. Anxiety.
That's another thing. Who the fuck is more?
But overcoming it makes a person stronger. There's always anxiety in the unknown. I know what it's like to be afraid of something I don't understand. That's why I think it's my duty to help people face and connect with their anxiety. Is that okay? From now on, it's not about orders. I'm with you, because I want to be.
Aww.
Yeah, I want you by my side until the end.
Same here. Stick close to me, okay?
Forget all the false memories and all that bullshit. We are together to the end, Gallica. Let's fucking go.
Well, we're past the worst of it. But the problem remains. Luis's dark magic. We've seen it turn the boy into a monster. And no doubt he can do it again.
A forbidden spell. Turning sane mortals into the fearsome human monsters. In other words, a destabilizing magic. Churning a person's magla into a snarl beyond control. This man named Luis. He may have his own past in this ancient sanctum.
And we don't know about Luis's past yet.
Been here? What do you know of him? What do you wish to know?
Anything.
Who exactly is Luis?
Every time I heard of his doings in the wider world, I felt more and more sure.
He is what?
That Luis is from this village. His knowledge of humans, his skills in magic, his grasp of darker arts. They're all beyond a mere soldier to begin with, however prodigious. As it happens, a name does occur. Among those old families who perished in the fire, there was one by the name of Caradrius.
That sounds familiar.
A family of doctors, I believe. In an effort to better heal the ills of the people, they had studied spells much like the ones he now exploits. The details are long since lost to the fire. But if Luis bears our legacy, that may be the reason for his vast knowledge.
Wait, what about Luis's ambition? The vision Rella.
So Luis
Do you think
is
he actually wants to turn everyone in the kingdom into
or
humans?
what?
There is no known magic strong enough to turn many people at once, and none that can be cast quickly.
Even if it was possible, I don't know what it would accomplish. But this is Luis we're talking about. Who knows what he's thinking?
What do you wish to know?
What is this forbidden spell?
The essence of magic is in the control of magla. However, just as its chaos may be calmed, it can also be deliberately pushed out of control. That was what you saw. He whipped your innate magic to a frenzy and you were lost to melancholia. Just as the humans of the ancient war once were. In every age, the cause and effect are the same. People learn fear.
Okay, but can it only affect Eldas, or can it literally affect anyone?
And thus, the power of magic is born.
Pardon me. You mean to say anxiety is the source of all magic?
Magla is a substance born of the heart, generated when one feels anxiety or fear. By certain means, it may be kindled into power. That is what we call magic.
So whenever one of us is filled with anxiety and they hit them, they get an extra turn, a full turn. There's lore for that! Are we joking, game?
In this way, it is by virtue of the anxiety in our hearts that we gain the power to overcome it. Magic is a natural process, and anxiety is its invaluable, irreducible fuel. But in turn, those burdened with more anxiety and fear produce more and more magla from their hearts. Without the willpower to face your fear, the magla overflows. Uncontrollable by magic, it can give rise to strange and terrible happenings as it manifests, with the world embroiled in chaos. These outbursts of swollen magic may be happening all across our kingdom. 'Tis the answer to everything. The melancholia crystals, the beasts driven feral. The very land is erupting with the weight of its people's fears.
Hold on. If Luis's art is rooted in bringing out this chaos, then anyone might be next. He said he became a monster because he's elder, but that wasn't the complete story. if what you say is true.
Indeed. All people today are ultimately descendants of humankind.
Okay, that answers my question.
If Luis so chooses, he could turn anyone into a human monster. Yet as long as you have the strength to confront your fears, even this transformation may be defied and overcome.
But if he would turn people into humans, if in the unlikely event that happens...
If there is any motive for such cruelty, it can only be hatred. If Luis is truly from this village, then their fire would have cost him everything. Such unjust tragedy could easily beget a thirst for revenge, even if it meant wielding a magic that twisted life into something terrible, instead of uplifting it. Indeed, it seems the opposite of an archetype. A truly dark power.
Who goes there? Someone flees!
That's him. The malformed assassin who struck at the prince. He's bound for the woods.
After him!
No, no, no. Go, Nuris, and your goofy ass fucking run. Russell, is everyone safe? We are. We've had no casualties. However, we were swept aside like pebbles, unworthy of even a glance. I could do nothing but watch. I was powerless against him. There was little else that could have been done. Responsible as they were for the downfall of the resistance, any move we might have made would have resulted in needless sacrifices. I believe the intruder sensed the power of the prince's awakening and came to investigate. I don't know why he would have run away, but surely he has a plan. Tread carefully, please. All right, now let me. I almost said let me slave. Let me save.
Stop!
You, Zorba. So it was you behind the attack.
Indeed
Yep.
it was. I killed the prince.
He looks so
though
fucking
died
cool.
All too easily. And the odd thing was, his aura felt awfully similar to yours. So I decided to bide my time a while and listen. And it's a good thing I did. There really is something stranger going on. Who are you? Are you the prince or not? Whatever your answer, I must report back to Lord Luis.
You're not leaving this field.
Do you have any idea what Luis is really scheming? If he becomes king, everyone in this country is doomed.
If that is what Lord Luis so desires, then I shall see it done.
The dick riding is
Almost
insane.
impressive how blind your faith in him is.
I suppose it's just easier to follow instead of thinking.
Yeah, blind faith. No, it is dick riding.
He's forgotten anything he really wants.
What did you intend to do?
He's doing tricks on it. It's all over his mouth. It's like down his throat.
Your reedy frame. Lord Luis is the true king, who will save the worthy. And you are nothing but a powerless imposter. Only fit to be sacrificed.
He is no imposter, fiend. His Highness has finally taken his first steps on the road to victory. Here, at his journey's end, after enduring these countless hardships, he has become a true successor, a true ruler. Because he knows the people's suffering firsthand.
Well, imposter or not, it's all the same if he's a corpse. And so I shall return the prince and his dying legacy to the underworld, where they belong.
Is that the first human we fought?
Bastard. I wondered why you ran away, but it was all to lure us straight to this monstrosity.
It looks familiar.
The melancholy is fueling his magic power.
We've come too far to be stopped by
It should be
something like him.
shouldn't it fuel us too?
Put our power on full display.
Am I the prince now? Is it just gonna give me the prince automatically? Peril. I don't know if I said it or not. I am the prince. The power of your newly earned archetype prince surges forth.
Shows up again just when we've unlocked some new power.
When did you put that on?
Okay, time for a new fight. Stay on your toes.
Exclusive to the protagonist, you can now change it out as you wish. You can access support for all synthesis skills. None of its skills can be transferred. Okay.
All right, let's take it down and then get after Zorba.
Oh, okay. Damage boost against human type. Oh, hell yeah.
Nice hit.
Hey. Oh, yes, please.
Raging fire.
That thing got fucked. This guy's getting fucked up.
Royal power within. This better hit.
By this power.
Oh, he still has other things. I'm gonna attack his main body.
Quick, knock them off again.
I'll try.
I shall vanquish evil.
All right, now it's only just him.
Let's go. I'll cut through. Still here?
Quick, knock them off again. Regenerate the head loop. Here comes another round of wind attacks. Legs revert to normal.
That's fine.
Just taking them out.
They didn't heal that much. That's nothing to worry about. Oh nope. Nope, you're good, Gallica. Nope, I'm perfectly fine. I'm demolishing this fuckhead.
Sorry, my mistake. Devil Summoner. Black Frost. I destroyed it. I pray that did something.
A general. This better tougher than I thought.
The blaze edge.
Oh my god, it crit 2,000 goddamn damage. Wind God's Gale.
Satisfactory.
The bastard got away.
I say, you chaps boggle the mind. It's no mean feat to fight on even footing with a human.
Even.
I'd hoped as much. You may yet have the power to face Luis at his full strength.
It's good to see you're safe. We've
What's up, Stroll?
certainly taken these powers a long way. Maybe we thought ourselves invincible, but don't worry. At long last, the prince is safe. In a manner of speaking. Everything's going.
See, now she doesn't have her armor on. Where'd she put it?
Still, what's our next
Can she
move?
does it just like appear on her with magic?
We'll not find any public backing like this.
Alces once said,
I am so sleepy, but I don't feel like stopping. It's about to be midnight in less than a minute.
he is royalty and elder both, heir to the legacies of heaven and earth. He is water and fire, in condemned conflux. When the day comes that his highness may be revered as the good ruler he can be, then the world will truly be free of prejudice. And that, he said, is why we fight.
In his own words, huh? We have to fight for what he believed in. All the more reason we can't turn from this.
Right.
Years of prejudice won't go away overnight. Not they could accomplish that, but if we don't believe things can change, they never will.
Come what may, my life is a shield raised in your highness's name. Are you prepared to fight Luis to the bitter end?
We fight him together.
Correct.
By our efforts, we will stop Luis's reign.
If he ends up king, he'll be sending all traitors to the gallows. Not just us, but any innocent folks he doesn't find use for.
We've lost too many lives along this journey, and if Luis has his way with the world, such partings would become all too common. We have to stop him.
Look, I'm never giving up hope either, okay? All we have to do is beat him, right?
Yep.
Looking forward to the victory song.
Well, we've got bigger things to worry about now. But I can't wait to sing it.
You... I'm still amazed. You really do look just like your mother. Truly, you are a child of fate. Your mother, she loved your father, and you with all her heart. The injustice that befell this village is not your fault. But listen well. Once you leave this village, You cannot return until you have fulfilled your ambitions. After all, an old crone like me can't take care of you forever. If you want to overcome your hardest challenges, you'll have to face them yourself. The world's fate is in your hands. Please, put an end to the tragedies of humankind's failures.
I will. And I remember I saw on Twitter, like someone edited his skin color to be white. It was cursed. I hope you never have to see that. People need to stop being weird.
Yes, I will.
Our final battle lies ahead. We cannot lose. Yet, before all else, His Highness has only just awoken. Let us rest in the Gauntlet Runner for today, and advance to the royal capital tomorrow.
It's a bit strange, isn't it?
What?
I was
yeah, oh yeah, that is strange, yeah.
Together for a long time. But I can't believe we've only just met.
But we're gonna be together for a long time coming.
May have been a false memory. But my journey with you and the memories we've made,
yep,
those are all real. Well, guess I'm repeating myself. But I'm glad we're working together.
Stay beside me forever.
Wow. When you put it like that,
she is blushing.
You're gonna make me blush. But thanks.
That's adorable. Having overcome her trial, like a sense newfound conviction from Gallica as both an ally and a friend. Maxing out Gallica!
A mystical fairy, Gallica. She who still
Who is this voice?
Of the mage. Your tempered bond has become a fire-forged trust. Thus, a new pinnacle of heroism awakens within thee. By the grace of her newfound powers, work together to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
Because I'm maxed out Gallica, that really means I am close to the end of the game.
We've got the path to tomorrow in front of us.
Elemental Master and Warlock. Squad battle, so just like normal, the turn-based ones, alright? Elemental Master and Warlock. I knew she had two.
When things get tough, remember this magic. The music meant for you will play in your head.
This is the magic of music Gallica cast for me once. I'll think about it. It may have helped me in ways I didn't realize.
By the way, the Chieftess told me something about your novel. Apparently your parents gave you that book when you were still just a kid. I wonder what your parents wanted you to get from reading it. What they hoped for you, I guess. I suppose you'll have to find out for yourself.
The book is a legacy of my parents, the late King of Uchronia and the Queen of the Eldan Sanctum. Perhaps the utopia depicted in this book wasn't a mere fantasy, but ideas of the old world passed down in the Sanctum.
The part we're reading today is the last chapter.
We're finishing the book. I remember when I just didn't care about reading the book ever, and now I want to read the book. And it's the last chapter. I'm really close to the end of the game.
Chapter is about the ruler of a utopia. The one who governs this utopia must have an unwavering will. To maintain justice in this world, there are innumerable obstacles to overcome. Yet, as long as one lives by their ideals, those who support them are sure to follow. A utopia is not the creation of a single mind or a single power. It is a world shaped by all its people. The last part sounds a little more metaphorical. There's a little more. However, even a utopia may one day fray at the edges, and its people may come to conflict over the question of what is right. What is a true utopia? What is a true ruler? None have yet found the answers to these questions.
Utopia was never achieved. The so-called utopia depicted within the novel was based in the old world, but it fell into ruin and was destroyed by war. So the book traces the tragedy of their old world. Are these truly ideas we're striving for? It seems rather the opposite.
So even the author of this book struggled with these questions. And if you become king, you'll have plenty of tough questions and struggles to face yourself.
Yep.
Kuade mentioned the king was a real idealist when he first arrived at the village, but little by little, the pains of reality crushed his hope. And he even lost his son. In the end, his will was broken. He didn't lift a finger to stop the church's rise to power. With that in mind, I can honestly see why people would be drawn to Luis. His values are radical and cruel, but he's devoted to them. Unshakable, even. But we can't lose either. For the sake of everyone who has believed in us along the way.
Even if I were to win the throne, there's no guarantee my idealistic vision could ever become a reality. And yet, what choice is there but to believe in them and fight on? The alternative is to accept that nothing will change.
You've got the power to change the world. And the one who gave it to you was, well, yourself. And that's what I'm going to help you with. That's my mission. My real mission. And I'm going to see it through.
After discussing a novel and our deals with Gallica, I close my eyes. As a mascot, basically, Gallica destroys Morgana. It's not even close. Hello, Moore. Academia, it seems that I've been summoned by Moore in a dream.
I saw what happened. So, you found a way to unequivocally
I'm glad I maxed them out.
shape your destiny. As far as I know, there is no record of your newly acquired archetype ever being used, even in ancient times. An archetype whose existence was only theoretical, known to some scholars as the magic of true sovereignty. Indeed, a power of legend. I once said that to be Elder was your inescapable fate. However, it seems the truth was more complex than that. Magic is a process by which we confront fate and tame anxiety. And archetypes are its essence. They are manifestations of a resolve capable of heroic virtue. So then, what do you think is the foremost, most inescapable fate a person must bear?
The foremost fate.
My brain's going all over the place right now. I'm just like excited and sleepy at the same time, so my brain is just doing weird shit in my head.
Or something like that.
Indeed, it is birth that is inescapable. You cannot choose who you are born to, and once your familial place is determined, that fate cannot be changed. Yet by some strange tangle of destiny, you were given a choice that the very act of existence denies most people. By your own will, you were born again as a prince. Do you understand? You stand on the threshold of truly becoming a ruler, not as an unearned title of bloodline's chance, nor as a mere authority over people. You have taken control of your life. You are ready to rule your very self. That is what it truly means to be a hero. And it is the crux of the power that is awakened within you. What glorious coincidence indeed, that I, as a scholar of archetypes, might cross paths with and witness such a remarkably fated boy. It almost bespeaks...
Indeed.
Oh.
'Tis his hands that bear our fate.
Who? I remember. I know that I know this voice. Had I forgotten it all this time? Yes. I swear I've heard it before. And I let it slip from my mind. Who are you? You with this voice that moves hearts. Speak. Who are you? Why have you awakened this boy to his power?
If it is answers you seek, then go and claim them.
Huh?
Could you be?
As for you, I bid thee awaken. Move onward to thy final ordeal. Take thy place at the
Moore can hear her
final
too. That's
convent
crazy.
of the ascension of kings.
My consciousness faded when I was sent back to my... Oh, I thought something was crazy. Another crazy thing was about to happen. I'm reminded that Moore was the author of the fantasy novel. Moore has more visited the ancient Eldan Sanctum.
And the age of a new king draws nearer.
Is that me now? Asleep with Gallica? That's so fucking cool and cute. Look at her sleeping next to me like that. Was that her thumb in her mouth? She's a baby.
Okay, all our preparations are just about set. Now that this is actually happening, I've got some pre-show jitters.
All this royalty? I always felt they lived in a different world to the likes of me. Never figured I'd be walking alongside one myself.
Hi!
'Tis proof that bloodline decides nothing. We are one people living in a shared world.
Looks like this is gonna be our last mission. Any final words?
I should have known that when they said this is our last mission, it wasn't the last mission. Because we're doing it again. And I still think this isn't the last mission now. I refuse to be bamboozled again. Persona taught me better, and I should have known that the first time.
We can't give up. Stand strong to the end.
Of course. No way we're losing here. I've got the fire in my eyes now.
About the new stuff you've felt and learned since becoming...
Is that voice we're hearing gonna be the final boss of the game?
Can I ask you?
Are we gonna fight God again?
Why is it that you want to be king? It's not about honor or power, is it?
Some coin would be nice.
I don't care for honor, power, or anything of the sort.
Even having become your highness the prince. 'Tis strange to say, but you have not changed a bit.
Romance in this game would have ruined it.
I guess this means we're ready as we're gonna be.
Imagine being able to date Hulkenberg. That'd be fucking awful.
After having made so many sacrifices, the group has gained new powers and ascertained new truths. Their arch enemy...
Wait a minute. Is this a new book written by Moore or something?
Even so...
Is that why he's narrating this?
Ever forward, spirits rekindled by battle. They head to Grand Trad, for the fight is far from over.
Oh.
That Eldan boy is no
One of you guys is missing, the big one.
I suppose it's only a matter of time until Luis takes the throne.
Speaking of which, I don't
I fucking hate all of you.
The voice of the pro-Luis faction became too overwhelming. He was ultimately forced out of his position. Why is this happening? Even if the Sanctus Church's favor has collapsed, why is it that Luis alone is reaping the benefits?
The public mind is the same as it's always been. It's too difficult to find answers in themselves, so they follow those who provide. We've certainly relied on that ourselves.
It's always easier to follow than to have to make all the risks yourself. Now that we are out of ideas, what can we do?
Keel over and die.
Luis on the throne? Can you imagine what he'd do with us? We'd be the first on the chopping block. Do we hide? Run? Our ships are in port.
Is this really the time for idle chit-chat?
Hey, Batlin.
Just a passing wastrel. Thought I'd drop in for a word since I was in the area. You might have one way to survive.
Oh, come on. I want to hear what he says.
Well then, let us depart.
Lord Luis, your pardon. We've encountered an unexpected snag. I killed the prince in the Eldan village. I confirmed his death, yet it appears the boy candidate has merged with his corpse. It seems the prince is now resurrected.
Resurrected?
Yeah.
Yes, and what's more, the boy candidate was the actual prince after all. Something about his soul having traveled independently and then returning to his corporeal body.
I see. So his ideal form was spun from Magla. Whatever the case, this means the land's true prince has reawakened in his sanctum.
Yep.
How interesting. After these long years, my chase may finally come to an end. My nemesis awaits.
Lord Luis, what is it about that bastard that fascinates
His chin is clipping into his fucking
I won't let it
turtleneck.
end like this. I have to do better. I need more power. I will show Lord Luis I am worthy of his gaze.
Nope.
We'll soon be arriving above the royal capital.
Excellent. As planned, increase altitude and enter the royal palace in the sky.
Are you certain? We'll be heading directly to His Majesty, the former king, and...
Rest assured, that old fool is powerless to stop me now. Proceed.
Understood.
Let the final banquet begin.
Oh shit. Let the final banquet begin. Oh no. Damn, I'm really sleepy. I have to stop it here, unfortunately. If I can get out of these cutscenes.
Come on, any takers? Any bets for the other candidates? Remember, if Luis loses, a silver coin could turn into mountains of Reeve.
What are you trying to say? You think Count Luis is going to lose?
Oh no, of course not. I'll just say.
I'll call that bet. All in on His Highness the Prince.
Ha! Battling!
Scientist bigwig gambling away his tides. This really is the end of the world. Didn't know his esteemed princeliness had any supporters left. I mean, he's not really the prince, is he? Was actually a monster in disguise all along. Haven't you heard the news? The times we live in, I tell you.
Must be tough, being an easy mark. It didn't take much for you to buy everything Luis was selling about the prince. The fireworks went off the moment he said, "Behold." Remember? You don't think there's any chance Luis orchestrated the entire thing?
Oi, churchman. You've seen Count Luis lie to us. You think he cast some big illusion?
He didn't exactly lie.
What if I said
but...
it's a power more dangerous than that? Always struck me as odd. We all know Luis, the mighty human slayer, but how does he keep finding the things one after another? Seems a bit convenient, if you ask me. Like he knows in advance where these monsters will appear to cause havoc.
Easy to nitpick and gripe about him, isn't it, churchman? Maybe someone needs to shut you up.
He's on to something.
Let's keep things civil, eh? No sense becoming a monster yourself.
Oi! What's all this fuss about? Damn it! When Count Luis is king, you'll all be the first at the gallows.
Who's that saying, talking shit right now? I couldn't tell who was talking just now.
Well, they're probably just as anxious as the rest of us. All that yelling and thrashing helps.
Has he been going around
Humans
just turning people into humans and then killing them and being like, hey guys, look, I'm a human slayer. Look at its head.
Pockets of society have resented the upper class for ages now, but this might be the spark that lights the kindling. Luis's respect for power is certainly cruel, but it's fair to an extent. Those of us pushing the status quo have always struggled to understand the appeal.
Even then, everyone's on edge. They'll jump at any excuse to argue and snarl at each other. Never seen it this bad. Not normal, I say.
Blind fanaticism and doom go hand in hand. If we don't find some common ground soon, it'll collapse beneath us.
I love you, Batlin.
Luis
Much love.
Saying that he'd be waiting
HH.
for the royal capital. Only one place he could be. All eyes are on his Skyrunner as it rises to the flying palace. What are we about to see?
A new dawn. Oh, yeah, I was like, that's the Luis music.
The royal palace. It's been a while. Do you hear me, O king? Stubborn and deathless? This country is distorted. You and the other titled authorities decide who grows fat and who is devoured.
I haven't touched my controller in a while, by the way. Besides the human fight, that's basically it.
Is built upon a system of societal predator and prey. It cannot be defied from within. That is peace, but not order. Hand over the royal scepter. The game is over. The country needs change, and I will provide it.
Thou impertinent
Oh.
faith breaker, hast thou no shame in preempting the day of judgment?
Do you presume yourself a god?
To you?
Why you wrought your face in stone and took it to the heavens? You're nothing. Just an ordinary, broken old man.
How wouldst thou wield the king's magic? To what end?
To purify all that your kind have left to rot. You threw away your ideals, but I will never make that mistake.
Only the people's chosen may take the throne. The royal scepter and its resting place remain beyond you.
This royal scepter, the royal magic. Did you think that only generations of kings were aware of their secrets? Why someone can manipulate world-changing power by use of only a single scepter? Why only those supported by the
I love Luis as a character. He's so
Listen well,
cool.
O king. The truth behind the royal magic.
That was me just now.
So it's true. The country truly is putrid with sin. In other words, if I took hold of it now, then I would have the power to change the world itself.
How didst thou learn of this?
How?
Thou wert Eldan.
Oh my god! He is from the Eldan Sanctum!
I saw and knew the passion in your heart. And yet, what happened to our village? What happened to this country?
Oh.
You cannot stop me any longer. Nor can anyone else. Save one low possibility.
I hate that I'm stopping here. I'm so sad. I'm so sleepy.
The party descends
No.
again from the capital, Grand Tran, but they are greeted only by ominous skies. Their return hardly counts as a triumph, considering how they departed. Anticipating conflict, the Gauntlet Runner comes to a quiet stop.
More cutscene.
What the hell's wrong with the sky?
Isn't that... Boy! That monster boy's come back!
Hi.
That's why the sky's grown so hellish. The half-dead bastard returns with his head held high.
A more aggressive welcome than I expected. Would any introductions help them to understand?
Nope.
It's useless. Words are cheap. Still, we should walk with pride instead of trying to keep our heads down.
True enough.
His Royal Highness, the Prince, returns. Luis distorted his form through strange and terrible magics, but the curse is now dispelled. His true form has been restored.
Oi, if that's really His Highness, then tell us why in His Majesty in the sky stop all this bloodshed?
Cause he's an imposter, just like Count Luis said. You'll not fool us again, beast.
Pro Luis City Girl.
Calm down. At least listen. And you. Never thought I'd see one of the Magnus brothers standing against Count Luis, even the thick one. He took in a Parapus like you, and you spit on him. Scum. Only thing traitors deserve is a tight rope and a stiff beam. And you want us to support the prince.
Lady Juno, I can't believe this. I admired you. Why would you risk dying alongside some fake prince? I don't intend on dying with anyone. Besides, I'm still me, whoever I'm standing with.
Hey, you chief. Weren't you the wretch who got
Yo, what are they? Yo, I thought y'all hated me. Why y'all hating everybody? Why y'all say fuck them for? Talk shit about me.
You ungrateful pagan! Count Luis brought down the Sanctus Church for you! How dare you strike out at him? They're all traitors, I say!
What is all this? The truth of the prince hardly matters to them. Every one of them's only concerned with their own emotions and nothing else.
We'll have your heads on pike soon enough. Leave! Get out of our royal capital!
If they're just
Oh, how the
monsters,
tides have
we
turned
can
since the
deal
last
with
time I
them
showed up here.
ourselves. How about it?
This is bad. They really are out for our blood. Has everyone gone insane?
Oi, over here! Don't bother with them. No talking.
What,
this
who
one
said
out.
you can
We
get
need
on?
to run.
I love you, Batlin, but who said you can just get on our fucking runner? Like, huh? There's so many cutscenes right now. This is absurd.
We weren't away from the city that long. What happened? Why are all the people so bloodthirsty now?
The prince turning into a monster before their eyes still lingers in their minds. After all, a monster entered into their society disguised as a person.
No, that's not.
I know, it's not true. But truth and how it appears to the citizens are different beasts. Moreover, humans have been sighted closer than ever before. The royal capital's populace is unused to danger, so they've become suspicious of each other.
How they don't see us? How do they not see us? By the way, we're like 5 feet away from our runner.
Every tongue. Ever since Forden's death, Luis has everyone on a knife edge. He's erratic, and nobody knows how he'll react to those who defy him if push comes to shove.
So, at the core of it,
Wait, is Gallica
people are scared witless, and they
going
cling to
through
Luis as a savior, rather than the devil
Hulkenberg's
he
arm
is.
right now?
You well know that Luis cares not one whit about social
Oh, it's just
status,
it's
especially
just
as
her
a
cloak
token of
thing, whatever the fuck
birthright.
that's called.
No amount of wealth or standing can buy his protection. So even those who may have opposed him at first now counsel that condemning him would be imprudent, as it puts their safety at risk.
Then we're stuffed. He won't save anyone. And oh yeah, he can create humans, by the way.
Oh, that's all true then. I have my suspicions, but
Wait, what did he just say?
it's still a bit of a jolt. This all said, in my humble opinion, what we're seeing in the people now has been in the works for some time. Now, has the tournament for the throne truly ever been a fair contest? The Sanctus Church bent it to its whim, and I abetted that. To my shame. Before I met you,
I thought Batlin was just the hype man. Look, he's the character.
anger and quips. I'd rant and snipe and have my cynical little discourse, but I'd only looked to others for change. Now maybe that outlook's our real enemy. Blind fanaticism, like I had. Even if there's no malice to it, it's a dangerous thing. Hard to think clear when your mind's a muddy stream.
We've been told Magla is born from people's anxiety. Perhaps the proof is now before our eyes.
Kind of ironic. But we have to do something about it. If we don't, they'll never listen. We'll only ever be seen as an enemy.
I had the inn prepared. They won't let anyone in but you lot. Let's head there for now, shall we?
Thank you. Oh, thank fuck, I can end.
All right.
Yep. We're saving, and I'm going to fuck to sleep.